What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, I feel like we're probably stuck in what could be another sideways consolidation channel. What I mean by that is if I go on YouTube, you can see yesterday in the thumbnail, I posted what could be the start of this new sideways trend. You can see we just recently came out of one when we consolidated all the way for about a month and a half until we hit our resistance here, dropped, and here we are on what could be entering another one that could lead us into a longer sideways movement here. But we're going to try to figure this out as we get on with today's episode. You can see what's interesting is XRP has been in a descending fractal for quite some time, and I had anticipated that we might, consolidate out of this, and the reason is because you can see Ethereum has yet to have a jump. We've hit a bottom here and we're starting to trend outwards with uncertainty sideways. Bitcoin as well has fallen all the way down to its bottom level right here to 20K, holding on to dear life, support at 20K, and we're just kind of starting to trend sideways. So being that these markets are trending sideways, these cryptos are trending sideways, XRP at its resistance here is also trending sideways and more than likely going to break through the resistance and trend like that, which isn't a bad thing because that means we're out of this resistance level here. We might actually get some steam to swing up, which is what I'm hoping to see happen here. The S&P 500 just opened. You can see it's in the red as expected here, or now it's in the green. We'll see. I'm hoping today we close above here and, swing back to the upside just a tiny bit. Just close another green candle above this resistance here, and we might be implying a potential small reversal back to the upside here, a very small one within what could be still a bear market right now. But for the most part, as you guys hopefully watched yesterday's video, we're still going to have a long drawn out market. It's unfortunate, but this brings back memories of junior year of college when we just completed at the end of sophomore year a major run. I believe that was when it was, and then all of junior year it was just a bear market, or it might have been the middle of junior year where the bull market happened, and then the rest of junior year and senior year was just correction downwards and then sideways movement for the remainder of the year. Then I graduated, which I think that's how it is, and then 2021 we started to have the bull market, which was awesome. But we're seeing a cyclical movement again within crypto, within Bitcoin specifically, where we no longer have this major explosion here, which was all 2017, and then we had all of 2018 into 2019, or sorry, all of 2018 was dumpage, and then 2019 was more of this consolidation too, and it wasn't until, and 2020, and it wasn't until 2021 or the end of 2020 into 2021 where we started to see these markets kind of swing up. It's about a 4-year cycle, and here we are completing what could be the second year, 2021 to 2022, and we have 2 left, which would be entering that bull market. So we got some time. It's unfortunate, it sucks, but it is what it is. So we're going to talk about kind of what to expect short term, because that's what we can look forward to. There's still money to be made short term, and that's what we have to talk about in today's episode. With that all being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive into today's episode. Super quick, guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, I've been saying this quite often here on the channel, but I just recently started about a month ago my new channel, my new finance channel called Hayden Schreiner. Just dropped a video about 45 minutes ago, you can see here, which is how to be a millionaire on a low income. Sounds crazy, but I'm going to teach you the methods that not a lot of people talk about, especially the wealthy talk about. They don't really like to talk about it. So this video is going to mention everything and how someone very similar to a lot of people today, he started off as a janitor and, on a low income janitor salary of like 20, 30K, was able to end his retirement with I believe it was $8 million. Yep, as you guys can see here. So it's a pretty incredible story. Make sure to check this video out. The link to this channel is in the description down below. Show some support, show some love. Otherwise, to dive into the technical analysis, you can see here, top 10 cryptos is once again consolidation. We're still below $1 trillion, which is unfortunate, as you guys can see here. And the sideways movement we're starting to see within most of these markets here, the sideways consolidation, the flat line line movements within most of these cryptocurrencies. There's really not a lot of volume coming in. You can see the 7-day, the weekly moving averages really aren't seeing much movement in the top 10 cryptos. We are starting to see it into the smaller ones. Solana, Doge, as well as Unis, which I don't even know about, and Shiba are starting to see some pumps to the upside. But even in the daily charts, we're not even seeing much movement. So we're definitely in a market of consolidation. Really what we're looking for is how is Bitcoin going to play out the rest of this market? Is Bitcoin going to flatline out? Is Ethereum going to flatline out? Or hopefully, but most likely not, we're going to see the market skew back up. If we see this happen here, there's a very good chance we'll see XRP swing to the upside too, and we'll see Ethereum swing to the upside too, still within a descending fractal, still within a bear market here, but at least we'll start to see some sort of recovery to the upside here. Unfortunately, Bitcoin has a tendency to not do that, and it more so trends sideways. You can see the numerous times when it's trended sideways like this, and we're more than likely going to see the same outcome happen now. Granted, we are oversold, but when we started this correction, we were oversold, and just trending sideways, we brought ourselves up to the 50 moving average. So I feel like even if we just trended like this, we would bring ourselves up to the 50 moving average too, and then get, once again, another result towards the end of this, which is either a rejection lower to 7K, which would be pretty scary, or a pump higher to about 35K, which would be the ultimate goal. And I do believe we are very much so very soon going to see a recovery within Bitcoin, move us back up to 40K, and it's also going to influence Ethereum, XRP, and the S&P 500 to see that run too. Keep in mind, guys, when we start to see the S&P 500 reverse back to the upside, when we start to get the confidence that's needed and starts to see the market swing to the upside, because we might even be able to Google like stock market moves higher in recession. As you guys know, there is big talk about a recession coming. But typically what we see happen here is, and I wish I had the graph pulled up. I've talked about it in my previous videos on the finance channel. But typically what happens is during the recession. So when we near a recession, when markets talk about recession, we see the stock market correct downwards. But once we enter officially a recession, it's usually a sign that we've hit the lows and markets start to consolidate back up because the Feds increase interest rates. People understand, businesses understand, and get prepared for the future. And then we start to see the markets recover. So we're almost at that point where that bottom is in. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the bottom is where we currently are. We are not going to know this until we start to get June, July, August, even September inflation rates, which hopefully and should be lower. And I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the midterm elections, but that's a whole other conversation that I don't want to talk about. But economically wise, we need to see those, inflation rates dip down. That will cause certainty in the market, and we'll start to see this swing back up, which would be very exciting. Honestly, I hope that we kind of just, flow like this or float around like this for a while. That would be the ideal scenario. Soft landing. We've already hit the bottom. And instead of dropping like this and then seeing a run to the upside here, I don't want to see that because it's a 34% drop. Granted, we could buy a little bit more money here, but I hope to see more of like a consolidative movement like that. But that's pretty much it for the S&P 500. The other cryptos, Ethereum and XRP, it's a boring market, but we have to wait for this to fill out. We have to wait for the Bitcoin sideways trends to complete before we see a result here. And we know if we can break through this resistance, we can buy in long. The lower this goes down, if we break through over here, then we'll buy in long, because originally I had said if we, closed above here and started to see a run, I wouldn't buy in until we're outside this channel here. But because we've now put so much more time on this downtrend here, I'm going to wait for confirmation above this to buy in and long to the upside here. So that's up to you what you guys want to do. But until then, we're just kind of flatlined out on this 20K support. 20K seems to be that support level that this coin does not want to break through, which is good, because if we see us break through it and continue to trend below it, it's not going to be a good sign for these markets here. And the same thing applies with Ethereum. Ethereum is most likely going to trend sideways too till we get some sort of results and until we can break through either resistance or support. And same thing is going to apply itself with XRP. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Make sure to check out my new finance channel. We'll do a giveaway at 1,000 subs. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.